So instead of being in South Carolina and other states campaigning, I'm stuck here. It's an election interference case. Nobody's ever seen anything like it in this country. It's a disgrace. It's a disgraceful situation, actually. And we'll just have to figure it out. I'll be here during the day and I'll be campaigning during the night. Biden should be doing the same thing, but he'll be sleeping. This is all from the DOJ. This all comes out of Washington. They're coordinated with the district attorney and the AG. The case tomorrow, which is a rigged deal, is all coordinated with the district attorney, and it's coordinated with the Attorney General of New York, Letitia James.
That was Donald Trump leaving the New York State Supreme Court courthouse, the trial court in the Manhattan District Attorney criminal case, upon learning that his motions to dismiss the criminal case are denied, and that Justice Juan Merchan, who's presiding over this case, says that trial will commence on March 25th. This is a 34-count felony indictment against Donald Trump for falsifying business records. Donald Trump filed an omnibus motion to dismiss on multiple grounds regarding this 34-count indictment, which dropped in early April of 2023. Judge Juan Merchan swiftly denied Donald Trump's motion to dismiss, said trial will start March 25th. They will commence with jury selection, and Judge Juan Merchan set a very expeditious pretrial schedule as well. Donald Trump's lawyer tried all of these theatrics, tried to blame the need for delay on all of the other court cases taking place. Judge Juan Merchan said, look, there are a lot of moving parts. I understand that, but none of those cases are happening in March. Mine is. Donald Trump, criminal defendant Trump, you are going to trial. And on multiple occasions, Donald Trump's lawyer also tried to interject and tried to interrupt Judge Juan Merchan. Judge Juan Merchan clearly learning the lessons as well from federal Judge Lewis Kaplan. But Justice Juan Merchan's, known and has a reputation for controlling his courtroom very strongly as well, and would constantly tell Donald Trump's lawyer, be quiet, sit down, stop interrupting me over and over again. I did a hot take earlier in the day on that. Donald Trump also speaking outside of the courthouse, then segued into talking about his attacks on NATO and why he would, I kid you not, this is what Donald Trump was doing outside of the courthouse after whining about what took place inside. This is him outside the Manhattan courthouse, again attacking NATO the same way he previously has, where he said that he would tell Russia to do whatever the hell they want with our NATO allies. Here, play this clip.
They say there's no crime. Now, somebody asked a question about NATO before. All I can say is this. NATO countries have to pay up. They have to pay their bills. The United States is in for $200 billion, and they're in for $25 billion. The economy, as you know, their economy, when you add them up, add up the countries that make up NATO, it's about the same size as our economy. So we're in for $200 billion, they're in for $25 billion, and it's much more important to them because we have an ocean in between. It's a much different thing. So the NATO countries have to pay up. They're not paying up, they're not paying what they should, and they laugh at the stupidity of the United States of America, where we have a guy that gives $60 billion every time somebody comes and asks for it. We shouldn't be doing that. They're laughing at us. They think we're the stupid country because of our leadership. But as far as this is concerned, it's election interference by Biden because it's...
Here, Donald Trump just kind of making up fake stories. I mean, what's new? Every time he opens up his mouth, it's a lie, to try to demean, defame, degrade Manhattan. And by the way, when you're listening to him say this, what you should note for those who lived in Manhattan in the 70s and the 80s when Donald Trump actually lived in Manhattan, as Tim O'Brien points out, things were like much worse than that. But, don't let the truth get in the way of a MAGA lie. Play this clip.
Never been anything like this in the history of our country. With all of this being said, I look outside, I look at the streets. It's so different from when I left New York. It's so different. It's dirty and it's crime-ridden. And today you walk down the street and you get mugged or you get shot. And they're doing this where literally legal experts, legal scholars said they don't understand it. There's no crime. And there was no crime here at all. This is just a way of hurting me in the election because I'm leading by a lot. We're leading by numbers that nobody's ever seen before. And they figured this is their way of cheating this time. Last time they had a different way. This time they have something that's really down and dirty that frankly, no country does other than a third world country, a banana republic.
I'm always on the lookout for immune strength during cold and flu season, so I just discovered an incredible product, Armra Colostrum. Now my immune health has never been stronger. I recently began using Armra Colostrum because I need something to help strengthen my gut barrier, protecting against toxins, chemicals, and pollutants that drive inflammation. Colostrum is the first nutrition we receive in life and is an exclusive source of all the essential nutrients we need in order to thrive. Armra Colostrum is sustainably sourced and is a proprietary concentrate of bovine colostrum that harnesses over 400 functional nutrients to strengthen your immune barriers, your body's inside suit of armor, and the first line of defense against harmful particles from the environment that can trigger inflammation and make you sick. Armra Colostrum strengthens immunity, ignites metabolism, fortifies gut health, promotes hair growth and skin radiance, and powers fitness performance and recovery. Armra Colostrum strengthens all 4 layers of your gut wall where 80% of your immune cells are housed. When the immune barriers of your gut are compromised, you are left vulnerable. The body's gut wall system is your critical line of defense against particles from the environment that can make you sick. Armra Colostrum strengthens all 4 layers of gut wall system naturally, optimizing your microbiome, fortifying your gut wall architecture, and replenishing your army of immune cells, securing your highest integrity gut health and immune system. It's a rich, exclusive source of immunoglobulins, antibodies that optimize your immune defense during cold and flu season. So I take 3 to 4 scoops of Armra Colostrum a day and increase it as desired for amplified defense. As a whole food, there's no such thing as too much. We've worked out a special offer for our audience here for this Armra Colostrum. Receive 15% off your first order. Go to tryarmra.com/Meidas or enter Meidas to get 15% off your first order. That's tryarmra.com. You spell it tryarmra.com/Meidas, MEIDAS. Go and check that out now. Tryarmra.com/Meidas. And here as well, Donald Trump spews more lies. Play the clip.
So I will say that enjoy it. It's a sad thing. It's a sad day for New York. They really do. Look, I love this city and I love this state. They have to focus on violent crime that's taking place outside. You have a new form of crime now. You have migrant crime. Migrants are trying to beat up our police officers. They're trying to do things that we've never seen before, actually. We are going to have a problem with, I call it Biden migrant crime, because you have millions of people came into this place, this country that has been so badly hurt. And they're doing things that nobody's ever seen before. So you have violent migrant crime, and they're after me for doing nothing wrong. You know, I paid almost $300 million in taxes over the period of time. $300 million. And they say, oh, let's get Trump out. You have people that, everything is politics in this city, including decisions and judges and everything else. It has to straighten out, and they have to focus on violent crime, not made-up crime. Thank you very much. We'll see you later.
Mr. President, can you expand on your NATO comments?
And you could always count on the press to ask a wonderful question to Donald Trump. The question is how do you plan on campaigning while you're in court? Here, play this clip.
Thank you very much.
How do you plan on campaigning while you're in court, sir?
I'll do it in the evening.
Are you coming back tomorrow for the verdict?
Yeah, I mean, the question that I would more focus on would be, don't you think it is disqualifying that you falsified business records to pay off a porn star that you had sex with so that you could try to hide it from your election in 2016 while your wife, Melania, had just given birth to Barron. Do you think that's disqualifying, Mr. President, that you paid hush money payments to a porn star? I mean, that's the question that you should be asking, not do you think it will interfere with his campaigning? Folks, this is an adjudicated rapist in Donald Trump. This is someone who's been found liable for rape and then by a federal jury, who has also then had to pay $83.3 million for then defaming his victim, including over and over again in the federal courthouse. So when Donald Trump would literally be there with his victim defaming her. And another federal jury saw that and awarded E. Jean Carroll $83.3 million, including a massive, massive amount of damages in punitive damages. It should also be noted, if I was the press and I was there asking that question, although I far much more prefer my time here with you on YouTube, I'd also say, hey, during today's proceedings, we found out that your lawyer and the Manhattan District Attorneys are saying that you are not agreeing to stipulate to the authenticity and admissibility of your own social media posts, Mr. Trump. Are you claiming that your own social media posts were false or were lies, or was someone else posting them for you? You're not standing behind your own posts? That's probably a valid question that I would ask, but you should go and look at the other hot take I did where I talked about everything that went down today, though, in this hearing. And Judge Juan Merchan said, look, we all knew about this date. I said March 25th was a firm trial date. Donald Trump's lawyer would say, this is an injustice. How dare you do this, Judge Juan Merchan? That you are engaging in election interference. And Judge Juan Merchan says, no, this is a criminal case. This is a criminal trial. I'm treating it like all of my other criminal trials. Donald Trump will sit for the criminal trial, and we will go forward in an orderly manner. One of the other things that was mentioned is the prosecution stated, we still haven't gotten like exhibit lists and things that need to be turned over by the defense counsel. And Judge Juan Merchan warned Trump's lawyers, don't play games here. There's serious sanctions if you're not turning over the stuff that you need to turn over for this case to go. There will be a trial in this courtroom. There will not be any delays. I don't care about all the other cases because they're not scheduled for trial in March. We're the case that's scheduled for trial in March, and then if there's another case, then those trials can go thereafter. So, folks, the way I think this goes down is you'll have the New York case, this Manhattan District Attorney case in March, and then I think after you get Special Counsel Jack Smith's case against Donald Trump regarding Trump's attempt to overthrow the results of the 2020 election in D.C., that goes right after. You complete the summer, and I think we'll have Donald Trump convicted in 2 separate felony cases. Tell me what you think in the comments below. I'd love to hear from them. Thanks for watching. Hit subscribe, and let's get to 3 million subscribers together.
Hey, Midas Mighty. Love this report? Continue the conversation by following us on Instagram @MeidasTouch to keep up with the most important news of the day. What are you waiting for? Follow us now.